Hey everybody, it is Michelle Fox, and if you haven't met me yet, I love to talk about simple beauty solutions for women over 40. And I just really like to keep it real. And I look at myself and I see I'm in my very casual, oversized t-shirt. So that is just me keeping it real. I've been wanting all day to come on and show you some things about shimmer eye colors. I've done a blog this week, and the blog itself was about shimmery, warm fall eye colors and how, even though we may have a cooler complexion as we age, and we may feel that shimmer is not our friend as we age, that we can indeed enjoy warm, shimmery colors in the fall. I wanted to follow that up with just some more thoughts about shimmer do's and don'ts. And I really wanted to record it and have it beautiful, but I'm going live. I just like to live on the edge. So I'm just going to go for it, and hopefully things will all work out as I had planned. We'll find out. So one thing I wanted to point out is that just because it's shimmer doesn't mean you need to go crazy. There are different degrees of shimmer. There's a very modest shimmer that is more of a pearlescent or a satiny look, all the way up to glitter. And the brighter and lighter it is, the more of a spotlight it is going to shine. So I have a very hooded lid, and this is not something I want to emphasize. So this would be a wrong way to use shimmer. If I were to choose a very light, frosty shimmer and put it on that hooded area that I really want to minimize rather than draw attention to, I just thought, wow, this is such a pretty color. If I'm going to use shimmer, I'm going to just go for it and use this really gorgeous, white, sort of like snow. I'm just going to put it right here. And oh, this looks so lovely. But the problem is that it is drawing attention to it, is pulling out. It's like making this hood look even worse than it did before. So you want to be careful of the degree of shimmer and how bright it is and where you're putting it. Another issue I have is that I just know from looking at myself in the mirror every day that the closer I am to my nose, the more texture I see on my eyes. So when your skin gets, bumpy, loose, that's called crepey, that we call it texture. It's just a prettier word. So if I'm going to use any kind of shimmer on my lid, it is better for me to use it in the outer area than in the middle or the, closer to, my nose. I definitely don't like to put it on all over, but let's just say for giggles that I decide to do that. Let's see, what other hideous color could I choose? Let's do kind of a silvery color. So if I just wanted to put just any old light shimmer shade, and I just went all over my lid with it, not really taking into account the fact that there are some areas on my lid where maybe I could get away with it, but there are other areas where I probably shouldn't. I think I'm going to do some damage. All right, so I'm just slapping that on all over. And it's going to give the area that was already struggling, it's going to make that look even more textured. It's going to just draw attention to the fact that I have quite a bit of texture there. Texture in a not good way. So I think you can kind of see how that the light, bright, shimmery in places where we don't want to emphasize is not really doing us any favors. On the other hand, you can use shimmer, but you just have to use it strategically. So let's do this. Let's see what we could do differently. So I could use a light color under my brow. That's a highlight color, great place to put it. I could choose a shimmer. I would not bring it down to the fleshy part of my lid that comes down here. That never ever, don't do that, okay? If anything, you want the darker color to be there to push that back. Light colors bring it forward, draw attention to. Dark colors push it back, take attention away from. So if I'm going to use a shimmery shade, I'm going to want to keep it really close to my brow. I don't mind drawing a bit of attention to my brow. I am going to keep in mind, how much space do I have under my brow. You know, some people have like really big eyes with lots and lots of space up there, and they may or may not want to emphasize that. So that's going to determine how big of an area you're going to put that light shimmery color. I don't have a lot of space, and I don't want it to get into that hooded area. So I need to have a really controlled amount. I don't want to go crazy light. I'm going to use sort of a shimmery pink, and I'm just going to put it just under my brow. And that's it. So there's still some shimmer there. It catches the light, but it's not this, you know, it's not doing that. All right. So I have the benefit of having something fun and youthful and you know, a little bit more pizzazz than just a matte, but I'm controlling where I'm putting it. I made a choice about the shade that I wanted and exactly how big of an area, you know, I'm covering with it. Another thing is that it's really popular to put like a pop of color on your eyes. I personally don't like to put anything shimmery on my lid at all. But if I'm going to do that, I am going to definitely lean toward the outer area because, like I said, my textured area tends to be more in this inner part. So I would then choose a darker color and I would stay toward the outside. So let's see, keeping with this theme, I think I'll choose a shimmery purple. I have sort of like pinks and purples on today. I'll just go in this outer corner and I am bringing it down on my lid. But I'll bring it maybe like midway. So again, I'm having the benefit of playing with that color, playing with the shimmer, but I'm really making a concerted effort not to bring it all the way to where I've got the most texture. Okay, and watch this. So right now that dark color is down here, and that is pushing back. True that. But it's not enough, okay? Because I've got that heavy lid, so we need to push that back as well. So we're going to bring that dark color higher. Some people can leave it just right on the lid proper. If you have a really heavy lid, you're going to need to bring it higher to help push back that heavy hood and just balance everything out. So I'm going to keep bringing it up. I didn't add any more color to the brush. I'm just continuing to sort of blend it, feather it up a little bit. I've been using that word. I kind of have like a Farrah Fawcett going on today. I'm feathering stuff like crazy. So that, and the higher up you bring that, then the more it kind of helps to diminish that the presence of that hood, and it gives the effect of a lift. Okay, so I can do that too. All right, I'm not really taking the time to blend a whole lot, so hopefully this doesn't look too awful. I don't have my glasses on. Oh Lord. So another thing that you can do with shimmer that is just super simple is to, if you really want that really light, bright shimmer, put it on a very precise brush and just put it right in your tear duct area. And that is going to brighten your face. It's just really subtle. It's a makeup artist trick. You just put it right in that tear duct and it just brightens up your eye area. And another thing I like to do, let's say there's just a color that you feel like, oh, I could never wear that all over. It's just, you know, it's too bright, it's too much sparkle or what have you. You can load that up on a really thin liner brush and just use it to line. And you don't have to line top and bottom or all over. You can just line part of the way, just one small area. It's really just like almost like you're drawing a line, literally, like you're highlighting a text box or something. You're just taking that just to kind of just give it a little decoration on the edge. So you're not putting it all over, it's very controlled. So the point being that you can use light, shimmery colors. But you have to understand the concept that light is going to draw attention to, and the shimmer is going to really show and reflect and put a spotlight on any texture. And that if you, oh my gosh, my eyes are so uneven now. Looks hilarious. That you, once you understand the whole concept of shimmer and light, it will help you understand where and how you can use it. And honestly, when you really grasp that concept, you can use it in so many ways. That's the whole thing about contouring your face, or even making your lips look fuller, on and on. So it's a concept that you definitely want to get a hold of. So we'll start with our eyes and take it from there. So hopefully you learned a little something. If you did, share it in the comments. And tonight I'm going live on my private customer group. So if that's something that you would be interested in, give me a shout and I will let you know how to find me there. So thanks for watching, and I will catch you next week. Oh, and if you haven't seen my blog yet, michellefoxonline.com/blog to see this week's blog. Thanks so much. Bye.